Shalom, shalom. Let me give all praises and glory and honor to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakat Kodash, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. Double honor to my elders at a great millstone who rule and teach well, and single salutation to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the Aquathium listening and learning in quietness and sobriety. This is a war of James Winship Preacher. I come at you with another video. I don't know if this will be an edifying video. As things are really moving right now, and you know, it's gonna get hectic out here, man. And people need to get rooted in the name of Yahweh Shai and the truth, and cut them off from the weak nature, because this is all gonna affect those who have that weak nature mindset. All right, let me jump into then Second Ezra's. Let's go Second Ezra's. I want to say 14, but let's go here. Let's go house in order. Because this is number pointing into Esau targeting your weak nature. All right. Second Ezra 14 and 3, it says, "Now therefore set thine house in order," and this is the time that we got to be in, man. All right, you got to get yourself right. All right, the scriptures say, examine yourself whether you be in the faith, prove your own self. All right, you got to prove yourself in this truth. So it says, "Now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people." It says, "Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption." All right, so comfort such, and how we comfort those? We comfort those who are in trouble with the Holy Scriptures. All right. It says, "And now renounce corruption." All right, which you see a lot of corruption going on in the world. All right, and we also got to cut off from our members, you know, the things that need to be put away, be purged away. All right, mortify the deeds of the flesh, as the Scriptures go into. It says, "Let go from the mortal thoughts, all right, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature." All right, and the burdens is what, man? Ever since you've been locked down, you've been having the mindset of, oh man, after that lockdown's done, I want to do some traveling. I want to do some jet set, man. Go on a vacation. All right, that's not happening, man. All right, most likely, and this is affecting the airlines and no doubt the train stations and the cruise ship industry. All right, so you best believe eventually they're gonna do it at the borders. It says, "Let go from the mortal thoughts and cast off the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy upon thee." You hear that? It says, "And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy on thee," man. So what are you worried about, man? You're worried about your life. You're worried about how food may, you know, how they're going to stop the food from coming, or there's going to be famines in the world. Don't worry about that. All right, if you have your mind focused and you're found faithful, all right, in the eyes of Yahweh Shai Shai, he's going to take care of his own, man. Right? It says, verse 15, "And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy upon thee, and haste to flee from these times." And now people, as the lockdown may be loosened, all right, and they in order for you to, you know, be part of society, you got to get your jab, all right, and that's not what we're looking forward to, man. We're not looking forward to getting a jab, all right. We're pretty much looking forward to hunkering down and being in the spirit. It says, and yet for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter, man. And these are the things that are being implemented, all right, to put pressure on the men of the Lord, man. Okay? It says, "Barrage of new countries and airlines to adopt vaccine passports." And we spoke to people about this, man. All right, from jump. I started from my elders and apostles. This is the new norm. All right, a 97% recovery rate of a so-called virus, all right, a pandemic, is changing the whole system. All right, this is the part of the new world order, man. Right? It says, let me go to the book of Habakkuk. go Habakkuk, the second chapter. The fifth verse, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. Now this so-called COVID Rona 19 virus has got people so drunk, all right, so in such a stupor, all right, that they can't even think straight, all right. Everything's the scriptures say everything's turned upside down. Now science, I've spoken to people who are within the science industry and research, and they said this is nothing but propaganda, man. There's no facts around it, man. There's nothing, no scientific basis around it. But we know what their goal is. It says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, the so-called white men, all right, the Edomites. It says, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. All right, so this is part of playing along with Esau, all right, to get along, man. And let's see who's taking part in this. This is several more countries have indicated that they are to adopt vaccination passports or vaccination passports, meaning anyone crossing their borders may need to be able to prove they have been inoculated against Rona 19, man. It is being reported that South African government is working on implementing an entire Rona 19 vaccine ID system, which will not only encompass the so-called passport, but will also include management and surveillance of the CV19, as well as an integrated track and trace system and a dashboard system to capture the reasons given for vaccine refusal. It says the country's Rona CV19 battle has come under scrutiny in recent weeks with a purported super mutation of the virus being discovered there. I don't believe that. It says the Southern African Department of Health has announced that all citizens who are vaccinated will be placed on a national registry and provided with a vaccination card. Meanwhile, in Europe, other countries has indicated it will adopt the vaccination passport, seen with Ukrainian health officials announcing that all vaccine people will be entered into an electronic health system. This is how they're going to gather people onto themselves. And let's see, they said Russia is going into, but we know Russia's part of the New World Order, man. All right, we're not cheering for Russia. All right. Going down here, it says, remember all the nations, all right? We mentioned the UK, we mentioned South Africa. It says Emirates Airline has announced that it will be tracking or trailing the IATA Travel Pass digital passport, which shows passengers proof of vaccine, COVID-19 tests and other entry requirements will fly when flying. Adel Al Redha, Emirates chief operating officer, said that while international travel remains as safe as ever, there are new protocols and travel requirements with the current global pandemic, man. It says, we have worked with IATA on this initiative solution to simplify the digitally transmit the information that is required by countries and governments into our airline system into a secure and efficient manner. It says Al Radha continued, adding, we are proud to be one of the first airlines in the world to pilot this initiative, which will provide an enhanced customer experience and a conveniently facilitated our customers' travel needs. All right, facilitate our customers' travel needs, as we reported last November. Roll up the first 2021. What else? American Airlines reported partners with biometric authentication, providing a very fly. All right, so this eventually, to perfect this system, they're going to be bringing you a chip, all right, which is also known as the mark of the beast. All right, and you notice they said track and trace. All right, well, if they're doing track and tracing now, eventually that chip, all right, is going to be used to track and trace you, because we know from the early 90s they put us in the background saying, oh yeah, these guys are talking about a tracking system. Oh, that sounds crazy. But now it turns out that even now they're using this technology. All right, you got a phone. Eventually, you're not going to need a phone. All right. Revelation 13 and 15, he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, this Rona 19 virus is pretty much a Trojan horse. Right? It was a Trojan horse to bring forth all these different policies, these legislations, and these guidelines. All right, whether it be a political, traveling sector, commerce. All right, everything's going to be encompassed within the system. It says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now we're moving into, because of this so-called pandemic, we're moving into a digital system, a digital system of digital currency. All right. So it's time for our people to wake up, man. All right. Time is far spent. It says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right. So small and great, whatever sector of society you live in. Rich and poor, all right, free and bond, all right, those who are free citizens, all right, and bond, all right, prisoners, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now that word mark in the Greek is charagma, which means an incision, which, Sweden, various countries have been heavily into self-chipping, all right, or workplaces would put it out there as an option. And eventually it's going to be mandatory. It says that no man might buy or sell. So this is going to be a form of commerce. All right. People in China don't pay with cash anymore. People in UK barely pay with cash. In fact, I don't pay with cash. In fact, today I did. But eventually they're going to get rid of cash. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. So you're not going to be able to do anything. You're not going to be able to travel. You're not going to be able to leave certain sectors of your city, all right, or your state. All right, they're going to have districts. And if you're not part of the system, all right, I believe they're going into, they mentioned two-tier system. Let's go if we can find it. Let me see if I can really breeze through this real quick. Let's go two-tier. Remember they mentioned this is causing a two-tier system where you're going to have the haves and the have-nots. Those who are vaccinated will be able to grow wealth, all right? Feel a part of society. This is part of the New World Order. And those who aren't are going to be asked out, all right? Which we're very happy to take that position, man. All right, as Moses, all right, because this is our time for a great promotion in this world, all right. I can't quite find that, but let's just go. Let's go. Love not the world, because this is what the world's turning into, man. This is the book of First John 2 and 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. All right. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Now you're going to see how many people are going to take this vaccine, man. All right. And after they take the vaccine, then they're going to take the RFID chip. Okay. And the people who don't want to take it, eventually, under certain pressures, they will. All right. So it says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, all right, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And this is what they're going to push you, man. They may bring down prices, airline prices, to the point where they're going to be dirt cheap. And that's going to be further more tempting, all right, to go jet setting, man. James 4 and 4, it says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High, man. All right. So this is it, man. All right. We can't be a part of this world. All right. We got to be separate, as the Lord said in the book of Deuteronomy. Be holy as a holy nation, all right, peculiar people. But this is what's going on. All right, no more jet setting, and eventually they're gonna cut off the borders where you can't even drive from city to city, town, county to county. All right, this is what's going down, man. All right, Esau is the devil. All right, but we know that, as the scriptures say, man, Revelation 12 and 12, man. You know, he's got to come down on us right now. Revelation 12 and 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." So, when brothers don't take this vaccine, all right, then they're gonna put you in a different position, in a certain position, all right, in the economy where you're gonna be. It's gonna be a struggle. Then they're gonna bring forth the chip, and if you don't get that, then they're gonna gather you up. All right, Revelation 2 and 10. Let's go there real quick. And this is the former trial. Revelation 2 and 10. "Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and you shall have tribulation 10 days. But be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." Right? Let's jump to the book of Matthew. Matthew 10. This is the book of Matthew 10 and 37 says, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross, and followeth after me, is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my name's sake, and for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me he receiveth him that sent me." All right, so you can't value your own life, man. Things are happening, man. All right, and the scriptures say, man, what profit a man gain the whole world and lose his soul, man? Because at the end of the day, that's pretty much what it's gonna mount down to. Matthew 16:26, it says, "For what is a man profit if he gain the whole world?" All right, so you're getting, keeping up with the Joneses, in other words, all right, with this system, all right. What's going to profit you, man? All right, this place is on its way out, man. These are the signs that this place is on its way out. So we got to rejoice. It says, "For what is a man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And what shall a man give in exchange for his soul," man? All right, so you Jakes better wake that up, man. Revelation 14. Yes. And Revelation 14:9, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand or in his hand," all right, so don't matter where you have it, really. It says, "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." All right, so this is going to be your end, man. You want to get along with the system, all right? "Cursed be man that trusteth in man, and making his flesh his arm, man, and whose heart departed from the Lord." So let me jump to the book of Revelation. It's like Romans 13 and 11. Again, it says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. The night is far spent, and the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness," that weak nature, that carnal mindset, "and let us put on the armor of light," which would represent this truth, all right? This truth is our light, all right? This is our salt, All right, this is our foundation. It says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife or envy. Now, when things start opening up, man, you're gonna see people acting up, and getting on bad, like they say in the islands. All right, just partying, all that bullshit, man. It's gonna go hard, man. They gonna go hard, man. It says, but put ye on Yahushua Hamashiach, and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. All right, so things are going down. All right, this is it, and let us rejoice, man. All right, this bitch is almost out. We just gotta endure these the straight gates, all right, because this is gonna be the straight gate, no doubt. So Yahweh Shmi Yashar Baruch to all you brothers, still fighting this truth, all right, enduring. And this is it. Acts 14:22, man, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them that through much tribulation we must enter in the kingdom of the Most High Yahweh Shmi Yoshai. So let me close up giving all praises. Kol Yahweh Shmi Yoshai Ba'Hashem. Harakakudash, double honors to my elders that are great millstone, who rule and teach well, and much peace and citation love to the whole elect. Shalom.